How's it going, backpackers? Dave here with Off Grid, bringing you another edition of an unboxing video. And spoiler alert, I did unbox it already because you know you have to check out the goods, but I still have the box with me today. We're going to be going over a few different items that I picked up from a little known website called Garage Grown Gear. I was kind of avoiding them for a little while, not really on purpose, but nothing really caught my eye there for a little bit. But I really do appreciate the company's mission to kind of like promote and rep the smaller cottage companies rather than just kind of blasting all of the big box stores. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form for this video, but let's just dive right into the items that I got from them. It's a really small box today, so tinier items, and this isn't going to be more of an in-depth review. It's really just going to be showing you what they are and giving you a brief description of what it is and kind of like why I decided to pick it up. So here's the box right here. It's just a, I don't know, like an 8 by 5 by 5 kind of box, really tiny. Let's just kind of go through the different items that I got here for today. I'm actually going to start with the most ridiculous, and the first one I'm going to go over are these guys right here. And these are the Mayfly sandals. They are super ridiculous and kind of crazy. I actually didn't really think that I was going to ever pick up something like this, and you can definitely probably make this yourself. But basically what they are is they're just, you know, a piece of cardboard with some string that they attach to it, and they sell for about $39 per pair. It's kind of insane, kind of absurd. And if you have the means and the time and the patience to kind of just make them yourself, I'd highly recommend that. I mean, you can even like potentially see through that there and kind of like see through over to me. They put in a couple of little sticky pads here at the bottom for grip, but it's really going to do nothing even when you're around camp. You definitely can't hike in these things either, but they have a couple of different models. I decided to get the one with the thong in between your feet there. The sticky side on your socks on the top end might end up helping a little bit more for grip. But really just a minimalist type of camp shoe here. But again, yeah, I decided to get the one that goes in between your toes because it seems like it would just hang on a little bit more. They have one that has sort of this back piece, but also here in the front, but it just seemed like your foot would just slide right out of those things. So very minimalist in design. Have a little string right here that you can use to latch it down a little bit more. And yeah, I definitely wasn't going to pick these up because it doesn't look like it's going to last that long, especially at a $39 price point. They are kind of absurd and ridiculous. But main reason why I picked these up is mostly because if you are familiar with the campsites that you're going to, and I don't know why I'm kind of like directing traffic with this thing. If you're familiar with the campsites that you're going to though, then these kind of fit the bill. And the biggest benefit to these is that for the pair, they only weigh 1.7 ounces total. So what is that, like 0.85 ounces per shoe here. I'm gonna go through and weigh every single one of these. Actually, let me go get the scale right now. Haha, the almighty kitchen scale. All right, I don't know if you can see that in the frame right there, but let me just pop it onto the trusty dusty scale. And let me put both on there, why not? I'm gonna weigh both of these at the same time here. And on my scale, I've got 1.75 ounces, so 0.05 ounces off in the negative there, a little bit heavier. In the bag here, they got a couple of other things here too. Looks like I got a tiny little sticker. And that's pretty cool. And another sticker that says, "I'm done with slogs." Not really sure what that means, but I have to look that one up. All right, let's move on over into the next item here. And I'll save this other one for last. Let's see here. Actually, let me get into the stickers right now because they gave you a couple of freebies. Also, on the return label, they said, "Thanks for your orders, handwritten," so that was pretty nice too. It really like gives you more of that small company vibe to it, so that's pretty cool. So they have sort of like a business card here that just kind of like gives like their mission statement a little bit. So that's kind of cool. And then they have their own Garage Grown Gear with an ultralight sign here on a sticker. So that's cool as well. Might end up throwing that up on the board over here, maybe not, I don't know. But let's get into a couple of the other items here. All right, this next one is sort of jumping on the bandwagon train a little bit here too. And it is by way of dental hygiene when you're out on trail. These are the unpaced tabs, and I decided to go with these just because they're lighter. This is going to be included in my revised version of my ultra lightweight loadout kit. I'm gonna have to build another video for you guys, or not build, but make another video, shoot another video for you guys. And this just makes rationing out your, brushing your teeth when you're out in the field a little bit easier. I bought a huge pack of those smaller travel toothpastes. And it's not that I'm really worried about going out and having something freeze when I'm out there. It's really just a matter of like knowing how much you need when you're going on a trip and knowing that you have enough. I'm also not really afraid that I'm gonna run out, because that's another big knock that people say about them is like, oh, you never know how much you have in the tube and whatnot. I don't think that's really that big of an issue. To me, it's mostly the weight. And if you have a full tube, yeah, you're not gonna use it all if it's full, especially when you go out there. But like one of these, I think only weighs like 0.01 ounce or something ridiculous like that. I'll fact check myself and throw it up on the screen if I'm wrong here, but they're ridiculously light for what they are. And I have a bunch of little jewelry bags, so I'll just kind of like throw these in there for the trips. The one negative about this is that with a regular toothpaste tube in my toiletry kit, I don't usually think about it as much, but this one you definitely have to think about because you got to restock it when you go on trips. I got the one with fluoride, so we'll see how this goes. I never really used a toothpaste tab that you had to crunch on and, just kind of like foam up in your mouth before, so that's going to be interesting. So that one, a little bit more on the specs on that. I think it was like, I don't know, anywhere from like $7 to $9, something like that, on Garage Grown Gear's website, and that's pretty much it on that one. The other thing I'm going to jump into before the last item is going to be just a freebie that they ended up giving you, but they do sell it on their website as well. And this is a toothbrush to go along with my toothpaste tabs there. I'm going to weigh this one real quick to kind of show you. I don't even think the toothpaste tabs would register on my scale, but on my scale, even with the packaging here, it only weighs 0.15 ounces. So normally I have a more full-handled but retractable or foldable toothbrush when I'm out there, and that weighs about 0.7 ounces. So this, you're saving over half an ounce just for this small guy right here. So it's got a flat handle, so you can kind of like pinch it and then, get back in there. I don't think it's necessarily great outside of that. Doesn't really seem to be contoured or anything. Just kind of like to get the fur off of your teeth when you're out there. And is a lighter option definitely for you ultra lighters and gram weenies as well. Okay, all that out of the way, let's dive into the last item that I have real quick. And I'm really excited about this one because, this is especially for all of you out there who like to shoot content. If you're a photographer, a videographer, or, maybe you do a little bit more scrambling and whatnot. I've seen this on a couple of channels now, and I was like, I gotta pick it up. And it's kind of another goofy one. It's definitely overpriced and whatnot. But let me show you what I mean right here. These are called Stick Stashers by Spuds. And it's Spuds Adventure Gear. So supposedly they weigh about 1.7 ounces for this thing. And basically what it is it's just a magnet is really all that it is. It attaches to your trekking pole, and then you put the other end on a strap on your backpack, either on the side or on the back. And all you basically do is have your pole attached on one end, and the magnet is attached on the other. And I didn't know this. It actually comes with 2 different sets, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure. I think it's a 2-pack within the package itself here, so that's pretty cool. So it's basically just for both poles. So that you can stash them. But again, essentially, what you're going to do and kind of visualize that. This piece right here, you're going to attach to the bottom portion of your trekking pole. And then this piece just slides into, the strap on your backpack. And then I've heard that the magnet's a little bit smaller, so you have to get like some practice and have a little bit of patience with using this. But as you can kind of hear there, it's a pretty strong magnet. It's not ridiculously strong, but it should do the job. especially because I have some really lightweight poles at holding them in place. And they also came with a Spuds Adventure Gear sticker in there as well, so that's pretty cool. Definitely some bear can sticker options right there. So what else on this one? It says 1.7 ounce, so let me weigh it on my scale right now. For the pair, I actually have 1.8 ounce, so it comes in a little bit heavier on my scale than what they're mentioning for the pair of both of these. And the cost on these was $30. Now again, the Mayfly sandals and $30 for a couple of magnets definitely seems like it's a little absurd, a little ridiculous. Why would you spend that much money on stuff? But again, you're promoting and you're helping out smaller companies here, so it is a little bit kitschy, a little bit of a gimmicky kind of purchase for a couple of these things. But I wanted to check them out, and if it means that it's going to increase my overall enjoyment by lowering the weight or making things more convenient, like being able to stash my poles or stuff like that, then I'm all about it. But that's it, just a really quick overview of some of these smaller items that I decided to pick up at Garage Grown Gear. Let me know if you checked out this company before. I know there's a couple other companies that work with Garage Grown Gear, like the smaller cottage companies that I'm kind of interested in and might explore further. Hint, hint, I might pick up, something here or there. But let me know if you have any experience with this company or any of the other cottage companies that sell their gear on Garage Grown Gear's website. Down in the comments down below, let's get the discussion going, and let me know what you picked up from this website. I'm excited to try out all this stuff. I'm definitely going to try out this stuff on the trail this year, so you're going to be seeing it in more of my trip videos and other gear loadout lists. But that's going to do it for this week, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, if you're headed off grid, make sure you do your research and you make it a safe one. I'll see you on the next one.